When his girlfriend is kidnapped by an aging supervillain, Noah and his roommate Cody must unite a team of unorthodox superpowered citizens to not only rescue the girl, but stop the villain's plans of world domination. In Nobody's Hero, the latest novel from your boy Crypto Comics and the Lost Library. Available right now in digital and print form on Amazon.com. Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown, and welcome back to Image Comics Appreciation Month, right here on Crypto Comics. This is Youngblood issue number 9 by not Rob Liefeld. This is by Jim Valentino. This was part of Image X Month, which was a moment in 1994 when all of the Image creators switched books for a month and tackled each other's characters. Jim Valentino did Youngblood, while Rob Liefeld did Shadowhawk. And what I want to talk about is not this book, because we've covered this book. You can check it out in the Image Comics playlist here in the back issue bins at Crypto Comics. What I want to talk about is an advertisement that occurs in this book. It's in the back. Oh, nice shot of Spawn. Wow, beautiful. Did Jim Valentino draw that? Who drew that? I think Todd drew that, or I think Rob drew that maybe. I don't know. Wow. Anyway. Keep going. Oh, yeah. Ah, got it. Yeah. Oh, new men. We are going to really get into new men here in the future. All the way to here. Youngblood Year 1 by Kurt Busiek and Rob Liefeld. The secrets are out. Now this was heavily advertised in 1994 and 1995, but it never appeared. This is a vapor comic right here. It did not exist. It never came out. Busiek did write a highly detailed plot, and Rob drew this beautiful little 2-page spread, but no, never came out. But I still want to talk about it today. And one other little thing is, check this out. This is really cool. I got this Youngblood alternate issue number 9. I never knew this even existed. It's the exact same issue. But this one's dated October and has the Liefeld cover on it. Why? I have no idea. Totally random. Never even knew this existed until I saw it on mycomicshop.com, and it was sold out. I've never seen it for sale on there. But I just happened to find it in some back issue bins. And I got it for 50 cents. And could not be happier. But this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about Youngblood Year 1 today. And believe it or not, we're not actually going to cover an Image comic here on Image Comics Appreciation Month. We're going to cover an arcade comic. This is Youngblood Genesis. This is the end result of Kurt Busiek's plotted and planned Youngblood Year 1. Now, Busiek came up with the plot in 1994. This did not get released until 2004. So this is literally 10 years in the making. And I've briefly touched on it in previous videos during Rob Liefeld Appreciation Season. But I want to give you a really thorough examination of the origins of Youngblood as we continue to track and preserve the legacy of all things 90s here at Crypto Comics. And there's nothing more 90s than the Image characters. And Youngblood in particular, Spawn in particular, Shadowhawk, Savage Dragon, Gen 13, Cyberforce, Wildcats. These are the things that really stick out, you know, when you think about 90s comics. And then, of course, later you would have Witchblade and Darkness and Fathom. And we're going to get into all of that jazz here in Image Comics Appreciation Month. But right now, it's all about the origins of Youngblood. I believe there are 5 different covers. There are 3 variant snow covers where it's got Badrock on one, Die Hard on the other, and Shaft on the other. And then there's a couple of team covers. But this is the one I got because I like Badrock. So Kurt Busiek was not happy this got put out either, by the way. It is plotted by him, but the script is by Brandon Thomas, who had never written anything before this book, believe it or not. Where he came from, I can't tell you anything about the kid. Chad Walker and Eric Walker were hired to do the pencils. Rob Liefeld handled the inks and the finishes. Matt Yackey did the colors, and Marat Michaels did a poor job at lettering. And there should have been an editor on this book because there are multiple errors. A lot of missing commas. And missing letters, too. Like a T instead of T-O. It's just, it's odd. And I won't try to point it out, but sometimes you can't help it. Government officials continue to deny reports of an unidentified flying object spotted along the eastern seaboard. And this is just all shots of the different people who were around at the beginning. You know, you've got that's probably Riptide. I don't know. Chapel. Combat. I think this is Shaft. This one, I don't know. I guess it's Cougar probably. Vogue, Bad Rock, Die Hard. So, anyway, back to the plot. Government officials continue to deny reports of an unidentified flying object spotted along the eastern seaboard, despite independent sources that claim the object is, at the very least, a small meteorite, and, at the absolute worst, a falling aircraft. A confidential source within the Pentagon is suggesting an even more shocking possibility, and he's speaking in his weird language. The United States may, in fact, be under attack by a highly resourceful terrorist element. And this is Combat flying his ship, about to crash it, right? You know, his face just does not seem like it's really giving us anything, right? Like, is this the face of a guy who's crashing a ship? I don't really think so. The United States may, in fact, be under attack by a highly resourceful terrorist element, possibly even the four. The information is highly speculative and unconfirmed at this point. Boston, Massachusetts, Tuesday, 6:42 p.m. It's advised that Americans should remain in their homes if possible. Meteorites crash. 25 miles outside Washington, D.C., Tuesday, 7:28 p.m. This is Director Graves. I believe you're trying to contact me. Yes, sir. There's a situation outside Washington. Something's come down. One of ours? No, sir. We don't know yet, sir, but our initial intel suggests that it's a craft of some sort, possibly of extraterrestrial design. We think it's alien, sir. Seal the scene. Assistant Director Keever has already done so, sir. Excellent. I'll be there shortly. 7:53 p.m. Has anyone been... And I want to point out, we covered Youngblood a lot in the past, and there is a simple fact that he is, probably Satan, but now this is before all that. So this is just the real Graves, right? He's not secretly a demon who's taken over a body and is masquerading as a human. This is just the regular guy, Alexander Graves. Has anyone been inside? No, sir, we haven't. The atmosphere is breathable, we think. We're still running tests. No one's cleared for entry. Mr. Graves, sir, we aren't sure about... We don't think anyone should. It's not safe. Where were you when everything changed? Pentagon conference room, Thursday, 9:38 p.m. Nice of you to join us, Graves. We only paged you an hour ago. They had pagers back then, and you dial a person's pager number, and then you put in your phone number, and it would send basically a text to that person with your phone number, and then they would see that, and then they would go find a phone, and they would call you. Right? Okay. I had important business downstairs. Yeah, well, we understand that this new pet project of yours is demanding your attention, but WJBS is about to air a videotape that's going to make us very unpopular next week. Someone got footage of Night Strike's Guatemalan campaign, leaked it to the press. Are we exposed? Of course we're exposed. We didn't call you up from your zoo for no reason. I thought you'd be a little more concerned about this, Graves. Night Strike is your baby, after all. In 30 seconds, it goes public. Jacob Wind doesn't understand. None of this matters anymore. And now back to our top story. JBS and it's a... See, it's JBS. See, why isn't it WJBS? It should be JB. It's just JBS now. Marat Michaels, what are you doing with these letters, kid? That's just one of many. I've ignored missing commas throughout already. And now back to our top story. WJBS and its affiliates would once again caution its viewers that the following is highly graphic in nature. A shocking visual document obtained only under a condition of strict anonymity Which one is that again? In the close-up, that's Cabot. We stress again that these images are not meant for children. Upon stepping into that ship, the scale upon which humankind operates became unbalanced. Our limitations as a species fundamentally erased. Fate is dictating that we are meant to become more than we are, more than we've ever been. And this room is filled with narrow-minded men concerned about a videotape. There's an extraterrestrial biological entity in the basement of this building, and this is what frightens these men. This warranted more than a phone call.
The victims of this brutal attack are believed to represent a prominent Guatemalan drug cartel. WJBS apologizes for the poor audio quality and the brutality of this next segment.
I only, U.S., I have wife, children. Neil, you move, we, you knew we'd me to give message from the United States. God bless America. How overly dramatic we become.
Despite intense speculation,
boom, 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 and they just shoot him down, just expressionless.
Despite intense speculation that this footage depicts a covert government operation, the Pentagon denies, click.
I hope everyone has a current resume. I fail to see how this directly implicates us. You exaggerate. This is kindergarten spin control at best. These people don't even know what they're looking at. Graves, please. Operation Night Strike was just broadcast nationwide. Who the hell do you think the president is going to come after? Shut the station down and retrieve that tape before they find out. Turn Night Strike into a ghost. It doesn't exist.
Now, Operation Night Strike is something we are going to get into here in the future on Crypto Comics. Because I really want to go through the whole Brigade, Blood Strike, Chapel, Youngblood connection. And we're going to really need to do that in a much more undisturbed fashion. We're going to need to spend, some serious time, a few days, going through all of that. And we'll do that in the future here on Crypto Comics. U.S. Pentagon, sub-level basement, Thursday, 11:28 p.m. In only 2 days, the alien has nearly mastered our language. Who knows what we'll accomplish given time? It's very important that you answer my question. There were 2 survivors on that ship, including yourself. One was a prisoner and the other a captor. Before continuing any further, I need to know which. What matter does it? You misunderstand our arrangement. I've paid you a human courtesy by not asking my questions in a more forceful manner. Cannot harm me, you. Not if want know when world end. You forget that I have your ship, alien. I already know. FBI training facility, Friday, 1:24 p.m. Despite Night Strike's current state of affairs, Kiever insists that we entertain the prospect of active recruitment. FBI cadet Jeff Terrell fits our profile. Strong, fast, agile, easily driven to violence, highly proficient when done so, without jeopardizing his ability to ultimately outthink his opponents, making him that which is most valuable to me, a bomb with a brain. If only I could be bothered with such a thing anymore. The alien still hasn't answered my question. Jeffrey Allen Terrell with honors. Congratulations, Mr. Terrell. Your test scores are remarkable. The best we've ever seen from an FBI cadet. Thank you, Mr. Graves, but you and I both know that field experience is more useful than a nice GPA. Does this visit mean I'm still up for this special project of yours? We haven't come to a final decision yet, son, but yes, you are. We'll be in touch shortly. Congratulations, son. So you made your decision then? You want Terrell for Night Strike?
No, we want Terrell for something else entirely. I'll let you know when I figure out what it is. White House, Washington, D.C., Monday, 9:17 a.m. These fools believe me a dead man. They avoid eye contact, mutter under their breath, hoping I'll take notice. The Night Strike situation is only growing in focus over the weekend, making me a dangerous man to be associated with. And all it took to remind them was a national scandal.
Mr. Graves, sir, a message from the president. He says he'll have to reschedule your lunch meeting. Something came up. There's a note for you on your desk, from a General Cowell, I believe.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'll be in the office. I've made a mistake. I left this situation in the care of incompetence. If I allow myself to be taken out of play, humanity itself will suffer, and that's clearly unacceptable. As is this. We regret to inform you that it's no longer fiscally responsible to invest further research and development costs into the exosuit project headed by Marcus Langston and Elizabeth Hughes, despite its practical applications. General Cowell. My resources continue to diminish. Mr. Graves, there's a Jack Leeds from the Washington Herald on line 3. He wants to know what the word night strike refers to. Would you like to speak to him, sir?
No comment, and hold all further calls.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, the president has decided that I will shoulder the blame for this incident. Fortunately for us all, I've decided I will not.
Can't we just blame this whole thing on terrorists? He terror angle. Where's that T, Marat Michaels? The terror angle, buddy.
The terror angle is losing its weight recently. I think it's overused. We've used that explanation to justify everything from telemarketers to reality television.
Reality television didn't exist at this point in time, other than Cops. That's kind of weird. Yeah, there was not even Survivor was out yet.
Shut up, Graves. If people need someone to root for, then we give them someone to root for. Life is a big action movie to the American people. Then I implore us to write a more imaginative script. Wind, do you have anything to add?
You have my suggestion.
Damn, my niece and nephew are going to kill me. What are those? Glory action figures, super patriot underwear, that kind of crap. Kids are into the whole superhero thing. What did you say?
The whole underwear on the outside thing. Whoa. Where are you going?
We don't need one. You've just completed a thought I've been having. The aliens seem to be acclimating to their new environment, though I wonder if they'd be this willing to subject themselves to our tests without the restraint collars we provided them. Lieutenant Combat, a word please. More questions, Graves? Only one. Would you and your companion be interested in avoiding my dissection lab? I have a proposition for you, Lieutenant, one that will provide an opportunity to return my more than generous hospitality. Submit to your every demand I have, Graves. Hesitant am I to accept any further of your hospitality. Though open I am to ridding myself of this Acuren, there is a smell coming from him distastefully. I find it unfortunate that his grasp of the language has not matched yours. The offer extends to him as well. I think it a mistake to involve the Acuren. He comes from a species inferior. Are you saying that Photon could be dangerous? No more than I, Graves. No more than I. General Cal's withdrawal from the Exo-Armor program is unfortunate, considering the budget left in the care of Marcus Langston. A budget that the scientists then used to alter the programming of the prototype irrevocably, so that only he could use it. A possessive gesture I would normally admire. The man was hesitant in allowing us to take credit for his work, which was our actual intent. The weapon is far too valuable to simply abandon without application, and the possibility that Langston will offer his findings to another organization of questionable motive is something I will not allow. He and his wife should be closely monitored, and I see no immediate harm in adding some color to the proceedings.
Oh, well, there we go. He's got a little bit of an issue with the POCs, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever.
Washington D.C., Tuesday, 10:45 a.m. Things are progressing somewhat smoothly, with the aliens and the scientists on board. All I require now is an icon. With Glory, Super Patriot, and Mighty Man unavailable, I turn my pursuits to either Roman or Supreme. Neither have been seen in years. Yes, this is Graves. I was curious about the current status of the Die Hard project. I'm interested in reactivating it. Yes, I'm aware of the rumors regarding my place within the administration. Juvenile speculation. Are you willing to stake your career on that? Listen to me very carefully. In another 2 months, you and every project on your provisionary budget will be scheduled for review. And despite what you've heard in the White House bathroom, I will still be providing that review. This leaves you 2 actions to perform. Hang up the phone and reactivate the Die Hard project. In that order.
He's getting serious with it.
Yes, I can see her. A remarkable woman. I think adding a female operative would strongly improve our demographics. Nikki Vaganova will do.
She's just not ready, Graves. Not for Night Strike or for any other field unit.
What else can you offer me?
We're still getting those strange reports from Maryland, sir. The humanoid cat creature? We'd need a team to recover more evidence before moving in. If you're interested, of course.
Is the creature female?
We're not sure, sir.
Then by all means, send your team.
Mr. Graves, sir, I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but I've heard that Night Strike is shutting down.
Only to be replaced by something better. A humanoid cat creature. I wonder if it'll have breasts.
Okay, he's getting furry with it.
Night Strike Headquarters, Wednesday, 11:16 a.m. Bang, 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 bang. Morning, gentlemen. Shit must be done, Stone. All over this frickin' tape. Have you even seen this shit? Cabot got a motherfriggin' close-up. Al is making that prick beg for his life, and I'm all like, God bless America. We look like absolute friggin' assholes, man. Good day, gentlemen. I look forward to seeing a lot more from both of you.
Uh-oh. It's on. Chapel's still in. Mr. President, over here. Mr. President, what is night strike, Mr. President? Can you tell us anything, Mr. President?
You hear all that, Graves? Resnick. Just wanted to say goodbye, man. Because after that press conference, you and your friend Kiever are out. No way is the pres going to let you guys piss on his administration for another week. I think I'm next in line for your job, by the way. Do I get to keep that nice secretary of yours? Man, you and your crew screwed up. Sloppy, incompetent, terribly unemployed. Don't forget that last one.
What the hell are you all waiting for?
It's not time.
It's not time. Graves, we're like 10 minutes from being kicked out of the building. My ass is on the line here too, man. My wife is up my ass about a new car. My kid's trying to go to college. You have any idea how much college costs? Fine, you tell Lindsay she can't have new carpeting because I got fired.
I know what I'm doing.
We are here live on the scene as superhuman terrorist cell, the 4, launch another bold attack on a federal installation. WJBS intends to stay with this situation for as long as possible. This is and so we're seeing some other familiar faces here. Supreme and Roman, and we got some, See, again, we got to go into that brigade, blood strike whole thing that I'm not familiar enough with. This is really uncharted territory for your boy Crypto, believe it or not. As a Rob Liefeld fan, brigade and blood strike did not appeal to me, but I'm going to get into it because of all you beautiful people out there in Webtown. I know I owe it to the Kryptonites because there's a lot of Kryptonites out there who do love brigade, who do love blood strike, and who do want to know the whole story. And I got it. It's all in the long boxes off camera here. I've been picking up comics for the last 2 years, just waiting, anticipating for me to explode back into existence for all you beautiful people in Webtown. So anyways, here we go. This is the 3rd such installation that the cell has hit in the last month, and both the police and National Guard have been completely unsuccessful in halting the rampage. No independent superhuman entities have thus far engaged the group, and the government's connection to a superhuman strike force was severed with the disbanding of the Liberty League years ago. Protests are sure to follow. Many viewers will recall the public's response to the 4's previous assault on Reynolds Air Force Base. That left dozens injured and 6 dead. Many viewers will recall the public's response to the 4's previous assault on Reynolds Air Force Base that left dozens injured and 6 dead. So far, the president has no comment on a decisive response.
Kiever's office, Friday, 2:26 p.m. I had nothing to do with it. One of life's universal coincidences, I suppose. I've been trying to tell you that the world wants to be different.
Bring, 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 bring.
Director Graves speaking. Yes, sir. Yes, it is unfortunate about night strike, sir. I'm confident it won't happen again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That won't be necessary. Yes, I'm sure. We only need 2 days. Something very public, yes. I understand. No, I don't believe anyone else could get a program of this sort online this quickly. Assistant Director Kiever played a large part. Yes, I'll tell him, sir. We'll begin immediately, Mr. President.
What?
The President of the United States just provided me an unlimited budget. Kiever and I received significant raises for our progressive thinking.
I don't care. I don't care. Get it here tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Resnick.
How many men are actually paid to make history? All that's left now is the final visual, a glimpse of what the future will look like. Computer, give me a composite. Much too ugly for the long term. We'll introduce some women into the equation very soon. That'll help aid the group's marketability. The former Night Strike operatives are unfortunate additions, but I needed a more impressive number. 4 wouldn't do. I suppose it doesn't really matter, because as Jake said, people just want someone to root for. Even if that includes 2 aliens, a pair of professional assassins, a scientist, and an icon. A respectable start, really. All they need now is a name, some distinctive moniker that will appear infinitely clever on comic books and action figures. Welcome back! This is DJ Mike Price on 92.5, playing all the platinum oldies. And after the break, the Youngbloods. Good night, Daniel.
Night, Mr. Graves.
See you next week. Where were you when everything changed? To be continued.
So there you go. You see all 5 covers that I talked about previously. Stunning, brave, and bold, aren't they? The book you hold in your hands is the debut of Arcade Comics. Our goal here is to create an entertainment experience that doesn't stop when you come to the end of the issue. We hope to engage the imagination and spark conversations with stories that can be collected in your mind. Youngblood Genesis was a long time in the making. The seeds of the project were planted in the fall of 1994 with a finely structured plotline from writer Kurt Busiek. Youngblood creator Rob Liefeld has shepherded the project at all stages, with art assignments finally being awarded to the Walker brothers, Chad and Eric, with finishes by Rob. Awesome colors Matt Yackey detailed the pages over this past year, yet it was newcomer Brandon Thomas who proved to be the final piece of the puzzle. BT's script is his first professional gig, yet the writer hit the ball out of the park with edgy dialogue that rounds out the team. Timing is everything. Although Youngblood Genesis is the first comic going to press for Arcade, it was released at the 2003 Comic-Con International San Diego alongside Youngblood Bloodsport. I believe you will find that Youngblood Genesis serves as a companion piece to the Mark Millar-Rob Liefeld collaboration. While Genesis showcases the very inception of government-sponsored celebrity super teams, Bloodsport is the cautionary tale with similar themes run out of control. Both storylines feature Shaft, Badrock, and the usual suspects, yet at completely different stages of their careers. From their rise to their inevitable fall, with the treacherous Graves forever pulling the strings. Further, both Genesis and Bloodstone are cornerstones for the Extreme brand label, with themes and characters bridging to future titles, such as The New Brigade by original series artist Marat Michaels. We will cover that here in the future on Crypto Comics. Arcade Comics is a fun time. Thanks for checking out our products, and your support, your comments, and questions are most welcome. Please email me at arcadecomics@aol.com. Your pal, Jimmy S.J., president of Arcade Comics. There you go. That's it right there. This is the genesis of Youngblood. But wait, there's more. So your boy Crypto is not going to let you down here today, beautiful people in Webtown. Because we got this coming up tomorrow on Crypto Comics. This is Youngblood Genesis issue 2, and it is going to rock your socks, baby. Now, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you like what I do here at Crypto Comics, head over to Amazon and pick up my newest superpowered novel, Nobody's Hero. And I will see you back here tomorrow as we continue to celebrate Image Comics Appreciation Month right here on Crypto Comics.